are finally heading back into the Taylor Swift lover house. We're getting here slowly, room by room. I promise we're going to get it all done. Today we are going to complete another room and another Eras Tour outfit. Today we're working on the yellow room for the Fearless album. This is like more orangey than yellow though too. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so first up we're going to be making the Eras Tour outfit. We have got a selection of outfits, obviously. As we always do with Taylor Swift's outfits. These are gorgeous, but the ones with the dangly bits down the bottom are not the most popular ones, and also I don't want to have to do that on a mini doll, so we're going to actually settle on this one, which is such a gorgeous outfit. Anyway, it's kind of almost a champagne-y colour, so I have painted a mini doll. So we have got the silver boots, which have added a little bit of sparkle to, and for the dress, I tried to do that zigzag effect on it, which I didn't really pull off the idea that it's fringe, but I did get, I think, the colours pretty well, and it gave it a little bit of a shape with a bit of zigzagging kind of ish. I think it's ended up, if you looked at this outfit, you would know what it's supposed to be, and that's the whole point. I'm not going to show you all the fails that I had trying to make this. So we have got the Fearless Eras Tour outfit. Very nice. She also has got a particular custom guitar for this, and I have made this. So I have painted a guitar white, and I then bedazzled it, sparkled it to within an inch of its life. It was really, really fun. What wasn't fun was trying to actually do the 13 on the bottom of it. I tried 5 times and I kept scraping it off, so I'm just ignoring the fact that there's supposed to be a 13 down the bottom in big gems. I'll try again another day. And we've also got the Eras Tour album. I just printed this out to size to fit on the tile. I do also think I probably need to investigate a photo printer or something like that. Maybe take it down to Kmart, see what their photo printers can do, because just on my little, home printer, it doesn't look terribly great, but it does the job. What do I need? I think it looks fine. It looks fine. I'm just starting to get to the point where I want things to look even better, so I probably need to investigate that. But anyway, for now, it looks fine. So for the room, this is the yellow orangey room, which is a games room. They spent a lot of time up on the roof, so I'm going to have to build an upside down component for the roof. Actually build a roof in, which is not something that I've done for the other rooms. Right, so we also need that, what do you call it? Arched window framey kind of thing with a window seat in it. So there's actually not a lot of room in there, so I'm going to try and do this as flat as possible but still get the effect. So to make those curtained windowed ideas, I'm actually spreading this washi tape over 2 bricks. I know this is verboten. This is forbidden in the Lego community to spread a sticker over 2 bricks, but it's fine. It's fine. It's not like I'm going to be using them for anything else at the moment. So these are going to create the shape, like that V shape on the windowy bit. So yeah, just popping them in the middle and then bringing them over to the side. And then I'm just snipping. I'm not even snipping this off particularly carefully because I'm just bending it over the edges. And then all of those bent over bits, they're going to be held in place by the other bricks surrounding it. So, okay. Using what I have, so the colours are not going to be quite the same. I'm just using what I have in orange and yellow, and we want this shape here around the side. So the back bit is quite dark red. We've got a line around the whole wall, which I'm going to do with this brownie colour, starting it back here. And then on the top, we need this forward-facing stud so that we can make that rounded shape. So using these curved tile pieces. And if I had more space, I would ultimately like to make it more recessed so that it is actually physically pushed back. But it's such a small area we're actually working in here. I just need to make it look right. So, okay, so we are getting our rounded shape around for the wall. And then, the rest of the wall's pretty easy, except for those little shadow boxes on it. That's not easy to do in Lego form at this small scale. Anyway, we'll worry about that when we get to it. Let's get our rounded bit right and our little recessed window seat alcove thing right. And we'll pop it down onto a base plate. This is the best brown that I have at the moment, so it's fine. It matches the shade enough. We're getting the other side now. On the other side of the windows it's pretty much just a mirror image of what we did on the other side, except there's just a little bit. I'm going to pop in a forward-facing stud here so that I can start putting in some of the wall elements as well too. All right, okay, so we've got the major feature here. We've also got a window seat underneath, so to pop that Oh, that's not anywhere nearly long enough. Let's get this in here. Build it up just a little bit. And then if we use these pieces, which I don't know what they call, they've got like that little recess in them. I'm using the word recess a lot. It's appropriate for this build though. It makes it appear that's a little bit further forward. And then we need some pillows on it. So nice big long one for the back because we're going to put a board game on top of those because that's what we see in the picture that I've pulled out of the music video. And then a couple of little side ones. Very cute. I mean, nobody's going to be able to sit on this, but it's really just for show in this particular build. So this is our... yeah, I can't angle that, dang. Okay, it's fine, it'll do. All right, and we've got this big circular, concentric circle mat down the bottom in varying shades of brown. It seems weird that we're using so much brown in a room that's supposed to be themed yellow, but, you know, it's very retro. It's very 70s, actually, the style of this room, I feel. Maybe 50s. I still can't kind of get the era right. Okay, so we've got our mat, and then off to this side, there is a table, which is one of those plastic tables, which were all one molded piece of plastic. So to get the effect of this, of the, what do you call it? The table leg, the table stand, the middle bit, the middle bit actually going up. I'm going to have to do a little bit of bodging with a stick inside the actual bricks going through all the holes to try and connect it because otherwise they don't connector. And then this can be the bottom. And then that looks like one big yellow table, all one mold. And it gives that the right shape. It's going to sit a little bit up off the bottom plate, I think. Maybe we can stick it in between the studs. I think that will do. On this table there's actually a chess set, a game in process, so I've got a sticker to go with that, which came out of one of the Harry Potter sets. It's not going to actually be able to stick onto that table, but that's fine. Okay, and there are 2 chairs. I'm only going to be able to fit one, I think, into this build. So, and I can't really emulate the stick leg style of the chair. We're just going to go with the general idea of there being a chair and it being in the build. Oh my gosh, like I said, this is a bit bodgy, this one. It's hard. I found it hard to find the colours that would work quite right for this and to also create the shapes that I want. But I'm doing what I can with what I have. So if we pop this over in here, hopefully this will still fit okay once I put a wall in behind it. I might have to move it around a bit, but that's fine for now. On the other side, okay, on the other side, distinguishing feature is a lamp on a plastic stool, which is being used as a side table. Orange plastic stool, so we got the perfect piece for that. Lamp's nice and easy. And then if we pop it over here, we might just sit it up off the floor with just another little jumper stud round thing. That looks nice. That gives a little bit more of an idea of an open-legged stool too. Maybe, maybe I'm just making that up, but a bit. Okay, all right. In this area too, we're just going to now get all of our wall in and around and then see how we're going for space. On the back wall are some little pockets which are holding documents, I think, little coloured pockets. I'm just going to put some square tiles on here to give the idea of these. If this were a bigger build, we could actually build something to create those pockets, but I think for this, the ratio's off just a bit, which is driving me a bit bonkers, but I'm just going to have to accept it and move on. And on this side, we've got another little pocket, and that one's going to have orange. So we've got orange, lighter orange, and red. I can't have them the right ratio. At least I want to have them straight on there. That looks okay. Okay, no, that's good. That's good. Actually, it's really nice because it just gives a little pop of colour on that back wall, which is otherwise just a big solid colour. Okay, we're just going to put some random board games that I have stickers for, or, you know, card games, and then I'm pretty sure there are army men, little figurines down in this corner here, so I'm going to put one here. There's a basket with some rugs over there. I'm going to see if I can fit them in later on. So let's work over on this side with this wall. This wall's got a major door in it, which I think this time we might actually use, because in the past we've just ignored the doors. But this door it works really perfectly with the colouring and everything. And then in front of that there are, there's some more of those little shadow boxes. I think we're only going to have room kind of for one over on this wall. Shadow boxes, I've found them so hard to create. So I've just kind of put a sticker on a tile and hope that it would work for a shadow box. Down here on the floor, another little pile of board games, and then in the corner next to the door there is a yellow bin, so this should work quite nicely for yellow bin with a bright silver lid. In front of the bin there's a little family of ducks, and once again the ratio is just way off, but I just had to put a couple of little ducks in here because they're so cute and because we've got them in Lego form. Okay, alright, so let's head... should we fill in the back wall or no? Yeah, let's head back over to this side because we've got some shadow boxes to pop on this wall. Just like the other side, we're just going to use some tiles with some stickers on them to give you the idea that there are boxes on the walls holding books and toys and things like that. It's not exactly what I wanted it to be. I might mess around with it later. I might print some of my own little stickers off to put in them, but for now I'm just going to use what I have. Okay, because I don't know whether this is a detail that's really that important. I think as a detail is important that we have them on the wall, but what's in them, yeah, it's hard to see also in the music video. Now, this one down here is going to be the holder for the album cover because we have the albums in all of the rooms. This one down here is our little sideways here, and I've just, yeah. So these should actually have books sitting upright in them, and one has books lying downwards in it, but it just gives the idea, and having the white rim around the tiles looks a bit like a shadow box. I'm calling it. It'll work for now. We're working in such a small ratio here. We have to just do what we have. Okay, all right. So we have got the majority of this all put together. I'm going to have to work on the ceiling. I'm kind of speaking really, really fast because this is going to be the hardest part of the whole lot, doing something upside down, making sure it actually fits too. So let's do it. Let's get started. So in this space, I would love to be able to just put like, nah, we're going to have to build something to fit within those walls. So if we have these, yeah, okay, now we're going to need another one along the back. I would have ultimately loved to have had just one solid piece that would fit this space, but because we've got these, we're going to need to connect them all together underneath. So now our ceiling is going to get thicker, but that's okay. I think it will look okay. All right. So, I mean, you got to do what you can with what you have. And this is what I have. And this is the only way I could really think of to do this in the most economical way anyway. And because this bit's going to be at the back, that doesn't matter what it's going to look like. So this is the front. We could fill all of that in, but I'm not going to. It really just matters what it looks like from the front because the top's going to be covered with the next floor anyway, with the blue room. Okay, so how are we going to suspend this upside down? We're going to use these little jiggery pieces with the holes at the back and put some Technic pins. Luckily, I've got some yellow ones. So they're going to go in there and that's going to be able to hold it nice and flush into the wall. Obviously, if I hadn't have put, obviously I need to put the little the brick with a hole in on the side. So let's do that. I only have one light yellow one, so I'm going to put this on the outside where it's going to be seen. The inside's going to be hidden. Okay, so there is a beautiful pendant light in the middle that they're playing around. So we've got these glass globes, which we have half of. I'm going to put this little disc around the top to just fit it in with the theme of all of that Formica. It's called Formica, that plastic that those chairs and that table's made out of. It was a very distinctive thing. I'm pretty sure it was Formica. So, okay, I'm getting distracted. Memory's coming back. So if we put this in here like that, that should hold in place nicely. I was going to put a little rod in, but it actually hangs too low. So I'm going to just put it directly into this little hole bit on the ceiling that I've popped on. And we're going to put some, I know there aren't any little cushions up on the ceiling, but I'm going to put some cushions up for them to sit on and a little cat, because in some of the scenes there, her cat's in the ceiling, well, on the ceiling with them. Some more board games. We've got this one with the cards, and this over here can hold this one, which looks like a version of Catan. Catan. Let's go with Catan. Said Catan too many times. All right, shall we see whether this is going to work? This is going to be fun. Okay, so tip it upside down, nobody falls off, so that's an excellent start. And if we pop these into the spaces that I left, it actually holds on the front. It holds on the front on the little tiles that I popped, that little yellow tile. I probably should have done it on the other side too, because it's going to poke down. So yeah, it holds on nicely. So we've got our upside down floor. Okay, down here, I'm going to just put a little pillow rug thing kind of down there, so it's a bit of an intimation of what we have for the baskets of blankets. Right, okay. The most important part, I think, is seeing whether we can actually put Taylor on the roof. There is, oh my gosh, there's not a lot of headroom. like I said, the ratio is all a bit screwy, but that's okay. It's only, it looks so good though. That's so awesome. All right, I still need to put the tiles along the top, and that was where my camera decided to just blank out. So we've lost a little bit of footage here, but I just put the tiles along the top and another little tile in the front left-hand corner so that the roof didn't push down, and I smoothed over the front as well. So not a lot happened that you missed. Is that okay? I was devastated, but it was only a little bit. Now I gotta find out why my camera overheated and tried to make my life difficult. So we'll get Taylor back in here. Everything's okay, she's still here. And let's have a look. Let's put this into situ maybe with some of the other rooms we've already made. So this one will be sitting in the middle. So it will be on top of the green room. So nice. And then if our roof is installed, our ceiling's installed properly, yeah, it looks fine. It looks flat. We should definitely be able to put the blue room on here. Ah, this is so good. Okay, all right. We've done it. We've made the yellow fearless room. Oh, we're so close now, guys. Okay, so we've still got the red room, or we could skip straight to the attic and do reputation. Oh, okay, all right. I promise, I shouldn't make promises, but I will try not to leave this as long this time before we get on to the next room. But we are close. We are close. All right, so let me know which room you want me to get started on next. And yeah, I get cracking. All right, subscribe, leave me a comment, do all the things, and check back in because, yeah, you know it. More things are coming up really soon. So I will see you then. Bye.